Allow everybody to speak. Okay. So, Senator Omutattah.
Yes, Veronica is a very beautiful name in the Catholic faith. She is the woman who had the presence of mind to wipe the face of Christ when he was going to be crucified. So Veronica is a very important name. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, the matter of football is very, very important. Just like Lingala music, you remember when Franco used to come to this country, there's even a time he went to Mumias, and people broke the gates, they sold all the chickens in the compound to go and see Luambo Makiadi. So when you choose this, where to locate this stadium, let us be aware to the fact that there are some areas where football is virtually a religion, and will get full following, and those areas need to be rewarded with a tournament like this. In Busia, one of our the most prominent Kenyan player of football comes from Busia, Wanyama, and is putting up a stadium in a place in Mugati. Maybe the new state, the government should do a partnership, and that 60 million be given to Wanyama to complete that stadium, so that we can have a world-class stadium in Busia, and it can also host the AFCON. And Uganda is equally fanatical in football. People will cross the border on foot to come and watch the game when it's put in Busia. So I will request that they put the stadium in Busia. Secondly, homosexuality is a religion, and it is being pushed in a way that we have to be very, 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 very careful with ourselves. And so that motion about homosexuality in our refugee camps being promoted is equally important and should be given the priority of place. The question of schools, I think the ministry should step in when schools get into a situation like this and not leave it to the individual headmasters who have got no other resources. The institution should be bailed out and others. Now, I want to deviate a bit on one issue, the question of court orders. Yesterday, something began in this house which should never happen in a democratic society. Court orders must be obeyed, not on their merits, but simply because they are court orders. Anybody dissatisfied with a court order should go to court and seek to vary them or set them aside. But you cannot disobey court orders. This issue that maybe Parliament is supreme. Parliament is not supreme. We are a creature of the Constitution. And the High Court has got power to determine whether what we are doing is constitutional or not. So let us move away from a question of
Senator Veronica, you are on the screen.
Yes, I'm next. Honorable Speaker, thank you for this opportunity. And I want to comment on this statement that has been brought to this House by Senator Alan Chesang on the distribution of maize dryers to farmers. Honorable Speaker, a few weeks ago, I brought a statement before the floor of this House seeking to know how prepared we were from the county governments right up to the national government on how we would